fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, it's hot, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, it's hot, beans itching with the ticks, I can teach arithmetic.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Naked Truth, your political hip hop outlet. I'm Jimmy the Square Guy, the one that talk fly to you before you lie to you. And today I have a guest in the house, Miss Marty S. How you doing, Miss Marty?
It's beautiful and warm here.
Yeah, y'all.
A lot warmer than mine.
Marty is from North Dakota. Yeah, so.
Yeah, and when I left,
So
it's just starting to warm up, into the 30s.
warming up for y'all is 30 degrees.
Yeah, like when you have 20 below, 10 above is a heat wave.
Wow.
Big heat wave.
She say when you normally have it 30 below, 10 degrees is a heat wave.
Yeah, we're in shorts and flip-flops and just a sweatshirt running around.
So y'all actually wear shorts and flip-flops when it's 10 degrees?
No.
No, I'm serious.
I've seen it. I have seen it. Seriously. I don't know if the flip-flops, because there's really too much snow on the ground, on your feet. But shorts, I've seen it. Shorts and sweatshirts. But it doesn't last very long,
So being 7 degrees here, you'll pass out.
Not me, but some people
I
will.
don't know if you used to 10 degrees.
It was a gradual change, That's why I drove, so I could acclimate.
Well, this Texas, we are used to smoking heat down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I lived in Phoenix, it was that way too. So.
Oh, so you okay? Phoenix, Arizona is pretty hot.
Yeah, 120 degrees.
But the humidity is not like it is here.
It's a dry heat, basically.
Yeah. It gets so humid here in Texas as to where 80 degrees can feel like 110.
Like 110. Yeah.
Sticky, dry.
Yeah.
Sweat. They just want to lay out with no clothes. They want to just be out there. You don't want your body. You don't even want your body parts to touch. You just want to. Oh, it's too hot.
Right. Give me a fan.
Yeah. No, a fan way in here. The swimming pool would be too hot to even get in.
Yeah.
It need warm water.
Yeah.
But we're glad to have you. What you think about Houston so far? Or have you had a chance to tour it?
Well, a little bit, a little bit, and I'm fine, Crossing the 59 was, I think, the most confusing thing for me, first off, of how to go underneath it around, because, like in Phoenix, you had big open overpasses and huge signs, and you could get around, but they also had off those freeways, everything merged onto them. And here, it was a definitely new experience.
What makes it so difficult here in Houston? We have a lot of construction going on right now.
Yeah,
and
I guess it's the frontage roads that run parallel, like the 59 frontage road. That was, once I figured that out, and you make how to get across, like, because from my hotel was, and Guitar Center was on the other side of the freeway.
That's crazy, but
yeah, I'm like, how do I get over there?
Check out some old parts like Discovery Green downtown. Those are some good spots for you.
Yeah,
and you play acoustic guitar. Yeah, and you like open mic sessions.
Yes.
So I think like downtown Discovery Green, good spot for you, great spot. But I'm glad to have you down here and featuring on the show and.
Thank you for having me. I was, it just so happened that I was taking vacation. The cabin fever was setting in. I had to get out for a little bit. So hopefully when I get back there, all the snow will be gone.
Well, I don't know. The way you talk, it's a constant thing up there.
I don't know. Last year we had snow up until the 1st of May. So, and this year, but then the year before we didn't. I was out in my garden in the middle of April, fully tilled and planting some things. But last year it was toward the end of May before the ground was even thawed enough and all the snow was gone. But it actually wasn't all gone. But with the snowbanks in my yard this year, I'm hoping.
Okay.
Not before the 3rd of July.
Okay, we gonna get it. We got a part of the show we call TNT. So we're gonna get into the TNT for the day. and you know, you can chime in on it, but not. They had this thing on Facebook, and I don't know if people recognize it, but I want y'all to see what this is right here. This is a woman with a lasso. This is a white lady with a lasso around a black lady's neck. And I don't know what their intent is, or
there wasn't anything.
I don't know what to say about it.
I know there wasn't anything, any caption or anything.
It was
posted
nothing,
with
no
it. It
caption,
just-
anything behind it. Look at that.
Wow.
And to them, it's a joke. But when I found it, I saw how people was commenting about it, how it was upsetting people, and I just can't believe that Facebook won't even allow something like that on.
Yeah, that surprises me that you found that on Facebook.
Yeah. Now, from what I went back to search it again, I can't find it. I don't know if Facebook took it down or the people took it down, but that is a very, very provoking picture.
Yeah, that kind of. I mean, that just totally surprises me that it would even.
Well, it's
But you know, I suppose whoever posted it, you know, they to see how long it was going to stay up there, but it's still.
what I
What is
think.
the point of that? Why
what
would
I-
they do? You
I
know?
think the point is people today are trying to go viral, and they're just about doing anything to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, now Facebook, I don't know if they're allowing it, but they're not taking it down as a use how quickly they once did. People are now putting nudity on Facebook.
Doesn't stay long.
I don't know.
Well, in Messenger, you know, if they're gonna, because I know it gets there, but then it gets taken down. But like Messenger, you know, somebody sends you a friend request and then you get on Messenger and you open it up and oh, it's a surprise, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I have my comebacks for those, but you know.
But in addition to all that, people are exploiting their kids. And with all the sexual predators that's out here today, you know, it's sad that parents can't promote what their kids is doing without, you know, because of what's out there. But the reality of it is, these kids are being exploited by their parents for purpose of going viral, and you got sexual predators on these sites, on these, and they're looking at that.
Yeah.
And the way kids are being snatched today, and you know, body parts is a thing that's being
It's huge.
that's big business now.
Yeah.
Selling kids and body parts is big business.
Adrenochrome and
Yeah.
I won't even post a picture of I had a picture of my grandson on there, and I thought I'd taken them all down because I just was, you know, some friends, because I had kept it pretty private, and I just, you know, one day opened it up and I thought I'd have all the pictures of my grandson down for that reason, and one of my friends had commented on the picture of him, and I was like, oh well, that's coming down, you know. It was an older one, but I took it down because I don't want him snatched and sold, you know, because he's kind of my lightning, you know, my lightning. So
I just want, again, people, I want y'all to look at that picture.
yeah.
Things like that should not be pushed on Facebook. That is very offensive to a lot of people, especially a lot of elderly people who experience slavery, who experience lynching, hangings like that, and to do something like this, to make a joke out of it.
You know, and with the sex trafficking, it's not just white or black. I mean, it's that they tie them up and do things like this to them, and is it because they're trying to desensitize us to these things so that we accept it? I know TV does that. TV actually tells you the vision that's becoming reality. They condition your mind for what's to come. Yes.
But I don't think that this is their motive. I think their motive is just to, you know, they're trying to go viral.
Yeah.
You know, they got this thing that if you get 1 million views on YouTube, they'll pay you $12,000 for every million that you get.
Yeah.
And people are doing anything right now to try to get that shit.
Yeah.
And that is not acceptable.
For easy money, you know, because
that is not acceptable. Again, I don't know what their purpose is, and I know.
Is that the same girl in all three photos? Or is it?
I don't know. No,
it's not.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah,
not.
I think it is. Got the same shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same girl.
Yeah.
But the same girl.
Those two are the same.
Same girl or not?
It's still.
That's offensive. You should not be putting stuff like that on social media.
No, it is the same girl and all that. It is the same shirt. That.
Yeah, that is crazy.
You know, remember the good old fashioned days when you just send before you could put them on me or on Facebook and MeWe and that, and you just somebody would make a meme and they'd just text it to you, you know, and then you're free. You text it to another friend, and now it's now you got these social media sources for that, and it's. Well, you read about the how the study just confirmed that teens are more likely to be depressed and suicidal because of social media.
True.
And have anti social behavior because
True.
And
they say there's a lot of bullying going on social media, but I don't see how if you don't want to be bullied on social media, stay off. True, it's your right to be there, but you know what's going on there. If you don't like it, stay off of it.
I agree.
But let's look at this other thing for the day. And for all you Selena fans, look at this. This is beautiful. For all my Selena fans out there. That guy is spray painting that picture of Selena's.
I love that they're doing it with me with them, because it just.
That is nice.
And then with the spray can, I could barely use a paint roller. Okay, well I can use a paint roller, but that's what I'll.
You guys can get out there and see this man in action actually doing this. I think it's on Area Drive out there in Houston. So y'all get out there and look at that. You Selena fans who support her, who still purchasing her music, who attend her visuals. Go out there and check that out. That is a nice paint.
It's just amazing how the detail with the color that he's getting.
Yeah. That is nice.
If I had a little, like half that talent under my fingernail.
That is gorgeous.
It's beautiful. My great grandmother painted, but not with spray cans.
Man, again, that's out there on a place called Area Drive, I think. Go out there and check him out. The man got major skills. To be able to paint that with those colors and that detail, man.
Yeah, I mean, look at around the bottom, around the. What do they call that? Around what's going on around the bottom of her neck? That particular.
That looks like
a. It's like a weave, kind of.
I don't know what that is. They saying what's the bottom that's on her neck by the roses.
It looks like almost like leaves and stuff for the vine. You know.
If anybody know what that is, the right name for it, give us a call. The number is 832.
It's kind of like the rose. Would it be the rose thorns or just the rose?
832-649-8406. What is that called that goes around the bottom of there where the roses are? That's nice.
Stem rose. With what he's doing there, it's amazing. That color, that.
And what's the guy's name that's doing it? I'd love to get him over here, get him to paint I need to get him a paint me a sign.
Yeah.
I probably can't afford him.
He can paint your wall.
Yeah, I probably can't afford him, but I should like to get him over here and try.
You could probably get it like a little corner, a little square.
Yeah. So, again, y'all get out there and support that guy, all you Selena fans, and her fan base is strong.
Yeah. I love her music.
What's her name? Cardi B broke a rodeo record with over 75,000 people attending the concert.
Yeah.
Selena, not Selena, but the Hispanic show came behind her and beat her by 16 people. I think they let 16 people in there. Y'all come on in, you'll break this record. But a lot of them fans were Selena fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So her fan base is strong and steady growing. So you got a lot of girls are trying to mimic in so many words,
Yeah.
her lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But so
Yeah.
now let's get into our topic for today. Before we get into your music.
Yeah.
The topic for today is, I don't know if you gonna like this topic. What do you like, or what do you want after sex? I'm just reading what they had on Facebook.
Oh no.
What do you want after sex?
At least it wasn't the 10-year challenge. No.
Me? I want to go to sleep.
Go to the bathroom, you know. So.
I want to go to sleep.
Okay.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No. No.
Most
A
people.
lot of people do. When I
most
used to
people,
smoke, though. Yeah.
Most people, after they have sex, first thing they do, they grab a cigarette.
Yeah.
But I think that would be an insult to me. Yeah. I just put all that work in and it wasn't satisfying. A cigarette is what I do me. So
Right.
I'll take that as an offense. People, the question is, what do you want after sex?
Go.
So you want to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, usually.
The purpose of going to the bathroom.
Because I have to go to the bathroom, probably.
Why not go to the
I don't
bathroom?
know, it just, it triggers.
It triggers what?
Well, because the neurons are down there. Well, neurons are not neurons. The nerve endings are there, and they're kind of similar, and they trigger different responses here and there.
Okay, I'm not a woman, so I don't
Yeah,
identify
right.
with that. I try to.
Well, the man just has, they're both.
I don't. Anyway.
There's two tubes going through yours.
The question is again, what do you want after sex? And like I said, some people want a cigarette.
Yeah.
Some people want a drink. Some people want to cuddle. Me, I'm going to sleep.
You're going to sleep, right?
Man, I'm rolling over. I'm tired. I hope I'm tired anyway. Because if I did, I probably.
Wait. Day 5,283 without sex.
Huh?
He wants me to ask. I'm kidding.
You say what?
I'm kidding. You've seen those memes about day 183 after sex? Where days without sex, those memes that go around. And what was the one I saw the other day?
I know it's not no meme posting now.
No, my friend sent them to me. And
It's a he.
the one,
It's a he.
they're males and females send them to me.
So
They're
it's
just funny.
a joke on their part.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause I know.
Yeah, it's all joking. Because first, you see it, it's pretty funny though.
Yeah. It's
What
not
was the one the other day was on? Did I send it to? I thought I forwarded it to you.
No.
No. It was day 183 without sex.
Well.
Oh, there was one about went running with running in flip flops just so they could remember the sound. There was another one about my left eye. I can't hear out of my left eye. That was the one.
Okay, I
I'm losing the hearing in my left eye.
But that's our question for today. 832-649-8406. The question is, what do you want after sex? You want to sleep, you want a cigarette, you want a
Chocolate.
drink, you want some more sex, you want to watch TV, you want to watch a game.
I want to talk. I want to talk about everything that you did when you were a kid.
Why you women want to miss the situation with a conversation after sex?
Why not?
Y'all,
You're going to sleep anyway, so just give her a question and say, "Hey," let her talk.
But then if we
and then
fall,
just once in a while go,
if we fall asleep,
She's
during this moment, oh, you're so insensitive. You're not even attentive to me. You don't even care about what I'm talking about. Now y'all got attitude. But that's what I want. After sex, I want to go to sleep.
Sleep, right?
Yeah, let me go to sleep. And
oh, honey, would you talk me to sleep, please? I love the sound of your
Mohawk,
voice.
where you going? What you want after sex, Mohawk?
He's not answering.
Okay.
He wants nothing to do
Okay,
with
y'all.
that
This
question.
is Marty. Marty is out of North Dakota.
North Dakota.
North
yeah.
Dakota. And she.
The Great White North, from the Fortress of Solitude in the land of frostbite. The Great White North.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe
Yeah.
I saw some of the weather in North Dakota, and all
Yeah.
I said to myself, it can't be anybody living up there. That's just an area where trucks drive through, they drop off stuff, and keep going. Because I didn't see anything in North Dakota but some trucks just driving, trying to make it through the snow.
There's some really, really pretty things. I wish I should bring up some pictures
Well,
from North Dakota.
I think it's some pretty things up there once the snow gets out the way. But it's like it's snowing up there
yeah,
all
well,
year
yeah,
round.
yeah. From when the snow is gone, we get about
You what?
4 or 5 months.
Or just good
Some
weather?
years less. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, but then then we get the thunderstorms in the summertime. But those are pretty.
So y'all.
I like the thunderstorms. I can handle the thunderstorms. It's the
Okay,
the
Marty.
20 below with a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Okay, tell people
It gets
a
tough.
little about yourself. I know you out of North Dakota. And
Yeah, I grew up on a farm in North Dakota
Mhm.
and moved off the farm and went to college, and then I've just been here and there and everywhere, and I ended up with my first husband in Phoenix for 6 years
Mhm.
and with my daughter, and then from there I went back to North Dakota.
What sent you back to North Dakota? The divorce?
No, because after the divorce I stayed down there another 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was right before the crash in 2008, so
Mhm.
it was really getting really tough to find jobs, because my job was finding jobs for other people, and if I'd be like, because you're not supposed to be looking for another job while you're at work, but I'm
And this was in
Phoenix,
In
when I was
Phoenix.
in Phoenix,
Okay.
and I would I'd be like, oh, that would kind of be something I'm interested in, and I'd
Mhm.
apply for me and that, and from other people, and I'd call these companies to find, to see how the application's doing, if they've had a chance to look at it. And they said, yes, but yes, we're still accepting applications, but we're on hiring freeze, and that got more frequent with a lot of the companies there, and I kind of started seeing a real trend. And when I'd first moved to Phoenix in 2002, the housing prices were not that bad, and within 3 years they were triple the house in probably a 2,000 square foot house when I moved there was probably around 150,000 when I moved there in 2002, and by 2005-06 that same house was now $325,000
Wow.
to $375,000, and so I watched that go, and they kept going and going, and I'm like, something's gonna snap here. I just kind of had that feeling, and then as I'm calling these companies and finding out that they're on hiring freeze, but we're still accepting applications, but hiring freeze, we've got it, so we'll look at it as soon as that comes off, and it just more and more frequent, and I finally just went, no, I've got family there, I'm just going to go back to North Dakota, and it was just going to be just a jumping point for my next place to go, and I always call it kind of North Dakota a little bit of a trap for me, because I get back there and I get trapped.
When did you start doing the music?
I've been, before we moved to Phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
because I recorded my first album, Arrow of Orion, which I didn't ever release, but that was on my own, because, because I divorced, and it takes money to release these things and to promote them, and it was either keeping a roof over mine and my daughter's head and food on the table, or promoting that, But I did play a lot of open music jams and open mic nights, because Phoenix was amazing for that. But that didn't pay the bills, So, and then I just went, well, I'll go back to North Dakota, and I kind of had a round where I still played a little bit, but not a lot, and I just worked.
I'll let you get back to it, but you went back to North Dakota. What jobs is in North Dakota? It's all snow.
Oil.
It's big on oil up there?
Oh yeah, the oil boom. Oh yeah, because that started in about 2009. Well, when I moved back, I worked for Remco Software, and they and it actually it was a software for hotels that a guy out of Dickinson had developed for his friend who owned a hotel to manage that hotel, and that software company, I worked tech support for it. they call, you know, the hotels would call in for tech support. And I did that when I got back to little town, you know.
I look at North Dakota as a place where they have a lot of old factories that, you know.
There weren't any factories, it's farms. It's all farmland, farm and ranch. I have some really beautiful pictures of them up there. At the summertime, wintertime.
How does, well, I guess.
Well, farming, it was big farming and ranching, you know, and there's a little industry there. You know, you get to the eastern end of the state, around Fargo, and there's more variety, you know, and then there's Bismarck and Minot. Minot's got the Air Force Base, and then Bismarck is the state capital, so, and it's on the Missouri River, and so there's more people there, and then where I'm out in the western part of the state, it's just, they call it the banana belt too. The weather's a little bit nicer than the rest of the state. Not much, but
the banana belt.
The banana belt. They do call it that because the way the little Missouri River circles.
Now that you kind of got a little more grounded.
Yeah.
Your kids, or maybe older.
My daughter's growing, and I've got a grandson.
So now you can devote a lot of time to your music.
Yes.
But you know, like you said, it was expensive trying to promote it.
Yeah.
But now this 2018, 2019, social media, well, you can promote this stuff for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the
you
good
know,
thing about it.
there was MySpace back then.
Yeah,
but
I remember
MySpace was the Facebook when it first started, and now MySpace is still out there, but now that's a music platform. It's really
do
changed
people still
over.
use MySpace?
I log in once in a while. I haven't logged in probably in about 6 months or so, but it was still there last time I did.
And was people actually active on it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I still have some friends that were on there when we were really active on it, before, you know, Facebook
But you can no way promote your music on MySpace the way that you do on Facebook.
No, because I'm using Reverb Nation, you know, to do a lot of promotion, and I use a few other formats, but Reverb Nation, and they go through. I'd like to get them to promote through MeWe now, because MeWe's coming up, and it's.
I heard you mention that earlier about MeWe, and I'm gonna check that out too. I don't know if that's a place that you can like live stream.
I didn't see it when I was looking for the live stream, but you know, enough people email because you know with them, because you can do live video. You can get video calling and video chat and calling through them as well, and end to end with chat with encryption. So it's it's a little confusing at first when you get on it, and that's why a lot of people go back to Facebook, because it's kind of hard to find things at first because it's a different format. But once you get on there and just start using it, it's actually pretty.
You know, today's generation, we don't like anything complex.
Yeah, and it's not that complex. It's just different, you know, because
today
Facebook,
different is complex.
Exactly.
With a lot of people.
Exactly.
If it's not just totally basic 1, 2, 3, something we can just don't have to think about it, just naturally do it, then it's complex.
Yeah.
But now, is your music like an outlet?
Oh, definitely.
Is that how you vent?
Oh yeah.
I know it's like a rhetorical question, because every artist say that their music is an outlet, but you never know.
Well, yeah.
A lady from North Dakota can have a different motive for music.
Well, it depends. It depends on my mood. Like, you know, I wrote my song Crocus, which I have on my YouTube channel, and that's the only way I've got that one recorded. Yeah, which I'm sorry if the sound isn't that great, because I'm still working, you know, learning my condenser mic and my iRig. It's pretty new to me. But I just woke up one Sunday and I was going to work on finishing one of my other songs, that I've written. And One Lane Road is actually the name of that one, and it's kind of about me going out in my truck and picking up some friends in the middle of a blizzard and finding a one-lane road and going, come on, we're going. You know, that's kind of where that's going, and it was just that idea. And I was going to finish that day, and I had gotten on Facebook, and one of my friends, his daughter, Hannah, was going in for surgery again, and she, you know, everybody's blessing prayers and that, and I had to write a song for her that morning, and I named it Crocus, because she just reminded me of the crocus, because she's come through so much, and she's been so strong and just courageous through it all. And the crocus is my favorite flower of spring, and I kind of say this, I get to yammer on my YouTube channel, but emerges in early spring. There'll still be snow on the ground and cold temperatures, and it'll pop out, and it's just a beautiful.
It's a
flower.
survivor.
It's a survivor.
There you go.
That's why I named that song, and I had to write that song. So, and I was having a little bit of trouble, and I guess I call my various friends, and I'm like, okay, here I'm stuck. Okay, let's help me think. And we'll get to brainstorm, and then it'll come to me what's going on. But that day, I called my daughter, Aegis Steidel, and I was like, guess what you're helping me do today? I said, here I am, this is where I'm going, and I said, and I'm stuck. And then she just would fire something off, and I'd be like, oh. Well,
she does music also?
Oh yeah, I started her on piano when she was 5, and I bought her a guitar when she was 15.
Have y'all collaborated on anything?
Yeah, Billy Crocus we did, I give her credit for it, because I already had the guitar and the, that for it, but the words I needed a little bit of help with. And then when I was working on the vocal part, she's like, Mom, do this instead of that, you don't always have to do that. Yeah, so she's... Is
that the only instrument the only thing that she plays the piano?
She plays piano and guitar. And she also plays
violin. She's
violin.
On the album, right?
Yeah, violin, and she didn't have like what I had growing up, because I had piano, I had organ. We didn't have a guitar. I always wanted to learn guitar, but my mom and dad wouldn't do that. But my grandmother had given us, when they bought her for her birthday or Christmas the one year, got her a new accordion. She gave us the old accordion. Yep, she gave us the old accordion, so we learned to play accordion. I played trumpet and band in school. I played French horn too a little bit, and then a little bit of just random percussion that they didn't have the fillers for. So I get to play xylophone and
how many kids you have? How many kids you have?
I just have one daughter.
Okay.
My daughter.
Okay.
I have a grandbaby.
and is he musical talented?
Well,
trying to be.
Well, he's 2.5. So, but for Christmas, my daughter.
2.5 years old.
He's 2.5 years old.
I've seen videos where there have been 2-year-olds that was like, he has to be embodied somebody else.
Yeah.
There's no way a kid that young be that talented.
Yeah.
So
well, you want to know, but they'll just show an interest of it, because I was at my I was down in South Dakota with my friends, and we went over to hit one of his friend's house because he needed to borrow the floor jack. And so we went over there, and in his garage, he just was kind of like, I'm sorry to say it, but I called it a sell your soul for meth house, because it was just stuff he had, and he sold it for meth. And there was this small junior guitar, and I'm like, hey, how much do you want for that? And I'm like, don't contribute, but I want that guitar for my grandson. I'm sorry, don't do it, but I would like that. So
it's bad that when people are selling stuff bootleg, and even if they're not knockoff purses, they may have some real Gucci bags. Yeah. You may want one, but you be saying, I don't want to contribute to what they're doing.
Yeah.
And, hey, man, forgive me.
I did. I looked at my friend, and
if it's authentic, I'm gonna have to buy me one.
I know. Well, in this little junior guitar, I thought, well, it would be perfect for him, because he's this age. So if he beats it around and like decides he doesn't want to play guitar and bashes it up, I paid $20 for it. It's not like I'm, out that much money, and it needs a little bit of work. But I brought it home, and he always sits and I'll play guitar or I'll get on keyboard, and he knows where middle C is. We found that because he loves to play with him, his mom and I, and I brought that home, and I went to pick up my guitar, and he looked at it, and he knew that other guitar was his, and he pointed to it, and he's like, and I go, yes, that's yours, you can have that. And I sat him down, and I showed him how to hold it, and gave him a pick, and every time now, he picks it up, because my daughter got him for Christmas, they got him another guitar for their house, and he picks it up, grabs a pick, and he's always going to my guitar case to grab a pick out of it, and sits down, and he holds it right, and picks at it, and strums a little bit. The other day he was strumming, the mad strumming, and I'm like, okay, now let's take your fingers and do this. And he put his fingers there a little bit, and he'd strum, and then she's trying to potty train him, and I made up this song for my nephew when my sister was potty training him, and it's Poop Goes in the Potty.
I don't want to hear it.
Anyway.
Don't want to hear it.
Anyway.
I haven't eaten yet, so I don't want to hear it.
It goes on around asking everybody in the room what they do, and it potty train, I just made that song up while I was singing, sitting there with his mom and dad and another friend of mine, and I just made that song up, and we all had a round going, and he loved it, and that was the end of diapers for him. And so now I was trying to sing it to him, and so he's strumming that guitar, playing along, and I start singing that a little bit to him, and he keeps jamming, and then he dances a little, and he keeps jamming. So we're gonna get him somehow.
Have you had any shows or other than just like open mics? Or?
There's not really, not just open mics right now, because there's not in North Dakota. They want to hear
it's not nothing to play
covers. If you, you can play.
Okay,
if you're gonna play covers,
I'm just being facetious.
Yeah, I know, but it's like you said, nothing unless you're gonna play covers. You know, they there's a band out of South Dakota that comes up to to where I'm from, and I love going to see them play because they've got their originals, but they play a lot of covers, and they've got high energy, and they play some great songs, but they throw their covers in as well, or not their covers, their songs in as well. And I bought their CD because I like their music. I like what they do and how they write and put it together. But nobody else will support them. You know, I tried going to my local radio station to get a little help there. You know, just playing it. So other artists have too. They just will not do it.
So do you ever try to get an opportunity to open up for them people? Because a lot of times bands they have opening acts.
Yeah, but not up there. That band plays all night.
And you never.
I've talked to him and said, hey, you know, how could I get up? And, you know, here's one of my songs. You know,
Can I open for you
or
guys?
or can I play one of? Yeah, I've talked with them, but it's, you know, I guess I've been so focused on getting this latest album recorded that I haven't really been out to do much of that. Because you know, I don't mind just going to the open mics and playing there.
Do they have a lot of open mics up there?
In my town.
When y'all not snowed in?
Exactly. They used to have an open mic, and it was every week. And that was last year. This year, when they came back with the open mic, it's once a month, and it's the first Thursday of the month. And then it's karaoke the rest of the month.
And what brought about that change?
I'm not even sure. I didn't even ask Brady why they changed it. Because support, I don't know. Maybe not enough people going out to actually do it, you know?
But now, if there's not enough people going out to participate in open mic, if it's not costing them any money, then don't change it.
Yeah.
Just let it there, and I think eventually, you know, it'll pick up.
Well, and you got to understand that town that size, a lot of people don't. You know, open mics aren't.
A town that size, what's the population?
25,000. Which surprises me because I know ton of musicians
there's more people
there.
live in apartments than I used to live in.
Exactly.
That's in your town.
Exactly.
Wow,
yeah.
25,000.
Well, you know, I have 10 acres, and I've got 10 acres, and I'm 15 miles outside of that. So when I get snowed in, but I don't.
You can put all 25,000 on that 10 acres if you want to. Put them in the complex.
I know I could have a little, set up my own band shell, you know, concert, and have a sponsor in.
So you want to let the people know one of the songs you want to play?
Yeah. This one. Let's see.
This is Marty S. from North Dakota.
From North Dakota, and I tend to write. It depends on how I feel what I write, and I kind of the last ones that I've been writing have kind of a little bit more country feel, which is kind of surprising for me because I'm a metalhead. But then I do a lot of.
You a metalhead?
I was Nirvana was my best friend.
Seriously, I look at metalheads. No, like you say a rap. When you say a rapper, you look at a rapper. Okay, he just come through with gold chains, grills in his mouth, pants sagging. When you say a metalhead, I'm looking for. Well, you got the earring in your nose, but it's not big. It's not big. But I don't see all the tattoos and.
They're cleverly hidden because of my dad.
I don't smell reeking alcohol or the tobacco smoke, so I didn't get a metalhead.
Yeah, I know it surprises people. But it was kind of funny because the band up there, Breaking 8, Benny Paulson. They're a great group, and he's been down in Las Vegas opening for PRCA rodeos, and they play country, but they're country boys that like to rap. So they throw rap in their songs, and it's really amazing what they do.
Let me ask you this.
Because they were bull riders, and they're country boys that like to rap. And
I'm asking you this. How is rap embraced in North Dakota? Cause it's only like two black people up there.
Oh no, there's more than that. There's
Nah.
I don't know, Farrell, if you're watching, you want to help out here.
There's only like 2 black people up there, so how is rap music embraced in North Dakota?
It's all over. Oh yeah, it you know.
But you don't have.
It depends. You know, it depends on the bride. You know, where you're at, what it is, because you know.
Yeah, we're not talking about Will Smith.
No.
Okay, no.
Or Eminem, you know, because Eminem's all over up there. But like Breaking 8 with, you know, them incorporating the rap, they're, you know.
Do y'all have a radio station that
Tupac?
plays any type of hip hop? Any type of hip hop?
Up and around Minot, they do.
That what?
Up around Minot, around the air base, they do. Because there's a lot more variety of people up around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, I may go on a road trip one day, and I might go on through North Dakota and South Dakota.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
I'm gonna have my YouTube playing. Go ahead, let the people hear one of your songs.
All right.
Okay, this is Marty. She's gonna play one of her songs on
Okay.
acoustic guitar, and
I'm debating if I should play one that I haven't recorded yet. Well, I've kind of recorded them on my YouTube channel. Make sure I'm not in drop D, because I did that one day. I went to play and I'm like, and I started playing this song and I'm like, that's not right. So, this one, what's the name of this one? I don't remember the name of it.
oh my God.
Is it good? When the tensions are high, yet you casually walk by, as if you feel nothing at all. But I can tell by the way that you linger and stay for a moment or too long, that your thoughts are deceiving you. What you tell yourself is not what you feel tonight. You go on about how you'd like to move on, release the shackles that bind your life, the prison you're trapped in. I can't seem to get through till I look in your eyes and I see a surprise. Oh, are my eyes deceiving me? Did you move so close so I could feel you breathe? Oh, did my heart just skip another beat as you call my name? It sounds so bittersweet. Oh, tried to put a muzzle on these feelings I had before they got too strong. And this will just wait patiently for you to say this market is closed for me. Market is closed for me. Do-do-do-do-do. As I mentioned before, I like what's going on here. There is no pressure at all, but the signals that you're sending to me cast a different light on the simplicity of having fun and just hanging out with strings attached. No complications. Oh, heard you say a million times before that you're good and hard, don't need a weakness. But I'll tell you again that I'm just fine till I look in your eyes and I can't hide. Oh, are my eyes deceiving me? Did you move so close so I could feel you breathe? Oh, did my heart just skip another beat as you call my name? It sounds so bittersweet. Oh, tried to put a muzzle on these feelings I had before they get too Move so close so I could feel breathe on. Did my heart just skip another beat as you call my name? It sounds so bittersweet. Tried to put a muzzle on these feelings I had before they got too strong. And guess I'll just wait patiently for you to say this market is closed for me. Market is closed for me. Market is closed for me. Hey, I remembered the name of that song. Market is closed.
Is that a country song?
I'm actually, it's got that country feel to it,
Mm-hmm.
but I get into studio and I tend to put more hip hop R&B beats with them because my recording engineer, that's
Mhm.
what he does a lot of is hip hop and R&B beats, and so I go in and I'm like,
Oh, so there's another version to this song?
no, I haven't recorded this one yet. This is just the acoustic one I've got, but I
Mhm.
want to put a funky beat and some bass, a funky bass line with it.
Uh,
And that usually changes the whole feel of the song.
I got to hear that. I got to hear how you gonna mix ice cream and hot sauce together.
Well, you heard Lightning. You heard my song Lightning.
Yeah, I think that's one you
Yeah,
said
yeah.
or something, yeah.
I'll play that one for you next on acoustic because you've listened to that with the
Mhm.
beat that we put with
Mhm.
it. Because I did a funky. I want a country. I want the country feel beat to it. No, actually, I want just straight drums like
Mhm.
the military drums. I want this.
Mhm.
You know, this cadence. You know, kind of thing. And then I went back with the funky bass line and I did some revert. And I said, okay, let's reverse that. You know, and he's all like, well, they do that in like 90s rock band stuff. And I go, yeah, I know. He goes, so it's got this 50s feel here with your beat. He goes, and then you've got this 90s bass line going on. And I go, yeah, I brought it back up at least closer to where we are. So,
let me ask you this question. And I guess somebody out there may want to ask the same thing.
Yeah.
How does a metalhead
Not right metal. You know
you went from I seen people go from 0 to 100. You
Yeah.
went from 100 down to 1. How you know what made you develop that passion from your music rather than going to the music?
I don't know, you know, because I grew up with the 80s hair bands and up there, you know, because we had 2 radios. There's still probably 3 radio stations up there. Let me see if I'm counting AM radio. Oh wait, and then there are country stations. Okay, there's maybe 5, and then
Mm-hmm.
you got to throw in the Christian stations, and then the Mix 105.7. They play a variety.
Mhm.
They'll play a little bit of hip hop and on and that, but I grew up with there was AM radio and 1 FM radio station.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get a lot of variety and choose, and so I got, you know,
But
but the 80s hair band thing, I was such, you know, into that, and then Nirvana come out, and I was into that, and I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know.
Oh, I love that's one of my favorite.
You know, and
rock
I,
groups, yeah.
you know, so I get that, and then Dave Matthews, I discovered Dave Matthews band, and I'm just like, oh, I love Dave Matthews, and then here comes Alanis Morissette, and Jewel, and, you know, it's such a variety, because I listen to everything. I listen to from classical to everything, you know.
But
it just depends on my mood.
But
Do
you do any heavy metal song?
I have one that I wrote that I'm actually going to put on electric.
Okay, and when you do, I think you have my email still. When you do, email it to us. I want to hear this.
I've got it written, but it needs to be on electric, and I don't. My daughter has an electric.
Do you play electric?
I do when I'm over at my daughter's. Yeah, that's the only. And, you know, and I keep buying acoustics because I love the 12-string and I love that.
Mhm.
And then I saw the coolest guitar today after I just get done purchasing my new Ibanez today. This guy comes in and he come in and we were talking about it. And he's like, "Oh, that's good action on that guitar." And I said, "Yeah, it is." And he was like, "I get my guitar off layaway." Well, he brings this acoustic out, and it's got reverb built in. And I'm like,
Mhm.
and he goes, "Well, you don't need a 12-string when you got that." And I'm like, "Now you tell me about it after I'm all headed out the door." But I still love my 12 strings. Because I saw Bret Michaels play.
Mhm.
You know, we don't get a lot of concerts up there, and he played out at the fairgrounds last summer. And I was actually going to go buy a new acoustic, but I wanted the cutout neck. Because my Ibanez, I put a plug in it and made it electric because it was just standard acoustic.
Okay, the rodeo just left here. So yesterday was his last day.
Yep.
Do this rodeo ever come there?
We get rodeos up there.
Like,
The PRC or rodeo?
I don't know which one it actually is, but I know.
Because Kildare used to host a PRC sponsored rodeo, you know, because they all are kind of, it was in the circuit so that they could go to Vegas for the finals and that, you know, they all are. So we get rodeos in the summertime, yeah.
And I noticed a lot of country and western artists come. You'll attend some of the concerts.
Yeah, I think Breaking 8 was down, I'm sure they were down around here because they travel with that. I'm not sure if they were, but they're, you know, they're the country band, they are the country guys that like to rap. And it's so cool how they throw it in. Breaking 8.
I'm gonna check
It is
them
so
out.
cool how they throw it in there. I love watching those guys. And they just released their album a few months ago. So, but this album I'm working on right now, I've titled, you know, remember the question you asked me about artists and, you know, is it an outlet?
Yeah.
I'm titling this one, Hear Me Now.
Okay, let's go get to your next song. You know, we kind of winding down. So let's go get to your next song. And,
Okay.
And
I'm going to play you the Lightning because, you know,
that's one of the ones you sent to the email.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll play Lightning and it sounds, this is gonna, the acoustic without the beats and the funky bass. It sounds the country.
Okay.
But this is one that I actually just, the idea came to me because it was a conversation with one of my friends, and because we got struck by lightning last summer. And so we always joke about back and forth. And he just said something about, and I made a comment about, because I was texting so fast, and he reads a little slower, and I just was mad texting, and I was sending a message after message. He goes, hey, slow down. And I go, well, I'm lightning. He goes, well, I'm the thunder then. You know?
Okay.
And that's where this song, it just came out, you know.
Here's Marty. It's the next song, Lightning.
Lightning. And this
I think it was derived from she got struck by lightning.
This is where the song, the idea came from.
Okay.
We were struck by lightning last summer. In a vehicle, of course, you know, but it was struck by lightning. And this one is released, it's on my Reverb Nation page.
Okay.
I've got it on Marty S Music page on my Facebook. I've got it posted on MeWe too.
Okay.
I've got a lot of them on MeWe and in different music groups on MeWe. But okay, this is Lightning. I'll shut up now.
You
completely different than what's recorded.
That was the opposite of what you sent me. I don't,
That's the acoustic
I
version
know,
of it, yeah.
I know sometimes when you send things through emails, I understand that they kind of get distorted, but that sounds totally different. There's Marty is, there's Marty
the recorded
is from
version is completely
North Dakota.
Yes, the recorded version does not sound country. It sounds more 50s, kind of that 50s happy song.
Okay, we
happy
wind it down,
with it.
Marty. If y'all got anything y'all want to say or ask Marty, the number is 832-649-8406. Y'all can call and ask Marty some questions or chime in on the topic of the day, which is, what do you want after sex? That's our topic. What do you want after sex?
Would $10 million be out of line?
That means you need to get back in the bed and have some more sex because you are just, your brain is just, something happened back there.
The squirrel.
Yeah. Something happened.
The squirrel.
Yeah, but
if you want to ask me any questions about North Dakota, I will not lie. I will not lie.
Okay, y'all, we winding down. Again, we thank y'all for tuning in to your political hip hop outlet, The Naked Truth.
Thank
We
you
got
for
our
having
guest
me.
today, Marty S. from North Dakota, where it's only 25,000 people.
In the town that I live in. Well, near, and not in.
And
The
we-
closest town to me is 250 people.
It's not a town.
And that's
Marty.
7 miles.
It's not a town. It's not a town. That's somebody's job. You know, on the shift that I work at nighttime, we got more than 250 people.
know.
So that's not a town, that's a job. But anyway, we're going to close with our
That's a nice
word for the
little-
day. Our word for the day is, sometimes you have to be placed in the dark that you may see the light.
Absolutely.
I know that's agonizing, that can be frustrating. You know, you don't know where your life is going. But sometimes we have to be placed in the dark to see the light.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
Now, I know y'all don't know what you're going through out there, but some of y'all are going through some tough times, but understand that sometimes those things that seem like they break us is the things that make us.
Mhm.
So, you in the dark right now, open your eyes. You will see the light. And again, we got Marty S. from North Dakota. Thank you, Miss Marty, for coming.
Thank you for having me, Jimmy. It's been a delight. to be
And remember, when you put that song on that hip hop beat stuff, I want to hear this.
Rubber Match. You're gonna love Rubber Match.
I have to hear this.
I'll play
have
for
to
you
see
the
it.
beat that I've got. For
Okay.
that.
Okay, I want to hear this here. And y'all, again, remember every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5:30 to 6:30, the political hip hop outlet, The Naked Truth. I'm Jimmy the Square Guy. They got Marty S. We have other co-hosts and guests showing up. And we'll see y'all Wednesday with a new show. See y'all.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, it's hot, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego, caliente, fuego, hot, fuego, fuego, it's hot, fuego,